think it'll take 30 seconds online to update. Let me see.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I'll share it now. Banana and orange. He's already back. You just ate a whole bunch. What do you want? Why are you not outside? What do you want? You want an orange and a banana. But you just ate beans and you had biltong and egg. He has to finish this. If he doesn't finish it, you got to set it one side. Okay, and the bananas in
Good
the
morning,
sun is not a
everyone.
good idea. Hey?
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, are we live?
We should be.
All right. Go banana orange. Go that side. Go around. Come banana orange. Come banana orange. There we go. Trin will open it for you. Nonsense kid. Wow.
Yes.
Just had a bunch of food. Now he wants banana orange.
That is what we do.
Oh man. So let's see. Is it alive? It is live. Yes, we are there. Why does the X's not want to update? I don't understand.
No, it's updated.
Okay.
But it's probably your phone because I can see it here.
Okay. Well, good.
I made sure I stood in the camera so everybody knew I was there. Good morning, Jimma.
Your whole shoulder is in the.
It was. It's not anymore.
Jimma, remind me. I'm gonna send him an email.
Okay. Hey, you should send Jimma an email.
Yes. Remind me after the stream, please.
Dang it! Don't be specific.
Let me just ask these guys what are the box sizes? Oh, the packing sizes.
Box sizes? Are we talking boxing? The amount of boxes we play with, man, that's a lot.
I just want to check because I get fair prices on things, but yeah, size. You got to get a lot. We might actually pack those bones in the fridge.
What?
Like cut bones. Jamal wants some bones. Make stock.
I'm sorry, I did not read said email that you were speaking of.
No, but we were also discussing. So we did partial email, partial on stream discussions.
Okay.
So if you just look at the emails, there's obviously some context not there. Who am I saying hi to? Jim is in. Good morning.
And Jim.
And Jim and Jim.
Jim and Jim.
Okay.
And Jim
All
and
right.
Jim.
I wanna before we jump into the deep end of things, I'm not going to name names, but I saw someone yesterday that was live on Rumble. Had around 65,000 followers, had 4,500 live, no chat.
What Rumble channel has no chat?
Well, if there's 4,500 people, like who's not gonna say, you know? I mean, Allison was live was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
That was
Allison
Morrow.
Allison Morrow, pretty cool lady. Check her stuff out for some. She does much holistic farming type stuff and complains a lot about the government.
She left the man.
Yeah, she left the man. But she only had 8 people live, and there was more chatting on her 8 people than on the 4,500. So
don't believe everything you see.
Yeah, I think sometimes, and it could be the front page thing, but still, there's got to be someone that goes in there to talk or check at least. I mean, we all know there's live chat.
That we are talking something that is internet based, which is made to be hacked, correct?
Yes.
So you can put a program in, somebody could be causing that. Anything could happen, I would think.
Yeah.
Hey, now you can say hello to Mr. Andy Pearson
and
hi,
Sensei
Andy. Of Song.
We
spoke about you last stream, Sensei?
Yes, I think
so. It was.
Yes,
we name dropped you.
Yes, I think so.
By the name of Sensei.
Mm-hmm.
No, we were just saying how awesome you are.
So I thought today we'll do a little discussion just around, when you buy some land, things we've learned.
Lots of things
when you buy, any parcel of land, I guess, bigger than, I don't know, like, at least a couple of acres, so you can.
Bigger than your butt.
Yes. So you can actually do a couple of things on it. So generally it looks like the rule of thumb, from what I see, just as a rule of thumb, is like 1 acre is about what people use.
Yeah.
So if you've got an acre,
a good size.
Like you use the whole acre for yourself and whatever you're busy with, your shed and your tools and your garden and maybe some veg if you're into that kind of thing. We don't really plant
You can
vegetables.
use it to assist in cooking. Onions are good.
Yes, onions, but people generally use an acre. So anything over an acre is where you really will look at putting some animals and things
Yeah.
like that. And you'll use it for extra things outside of your general kind of living, I think. So, 2 to 5, we got 21 ish, like right on 21
Right at
acres.
21, yeah.
So
Small.
yes, small. Until you start doing stuff, then you realize everything you do that's normal looks like so small you can't even see it.
We are using 1 acre.
Yes.
Less than.
Yes.
We are using less than 1 acre.
So, something that I did, and it was just by chance, is so if you get contractors to do some stuff for you, whatever it is, electrical, fencing, whatever you get contractors to do for you, there might be some kind of trenching. What's wrong?
Oh, I was just.
Oh, there might be some kind of trenching and stuff like that involved. Now you get trenchers that will just dig a little trench, but you can also, what I did is I bought a little back actor, like a little excavator, and I kind of dug the trenches for the contractors. So that saves you the labor but you got to sacrifice your time for it though. But it saves you the labor, because a lot of times, if an electrician comes and they dig a trench, they're going to charge you electrician time to dig a trench because it's electricians. Same with plumbers, so it's expensive. I don't think they really discount the price too much when it comes, because it's still labor. And if an electrician has to dig a trench, unless he's got a laborer with him,
yes, it's still his right. I mean,
it's still his right, because he could be wiring stuff at that time. So you got to consider these things. And I mean, I don't blame him for it. It's just that's the reality of it. And like it or move on to the next guy, kind of thing. So if you want to save a little bit of money, you can dig a lot of the trenches and stuff yourself. If you buy a little excavator, you get different size buckets and all kinds of tools that you can attach to these things. And as long as you keep the bits greased, so it's got grease nipples all over the joints, and you keep it serviced.
You said grease nipples?
I said nipple. Yes. Greased nipples.
Where's Jody?
Yes,
Where's
right.
Jody? Come in this morning.
So apparently these things have to be re-greased every 10 working hours. So I didn't know that. So mine is due for a re-grease. Yeah, I didn't know that.
10
it's
working
not
hours?
a lot. Yeah.
Wow. And what about rain and stuff like
that?
Yeah,
so you gotta
hang on real quick. Say hello and good morning to Cento State. So what I was staring at is Andy said, "No, we are the awesome ones." That's very nice, Andy. Sensei mentioned that he love my American food trucker friends. Mm-hmm. I love it.
So you have to consider the maintenance, but when you buy the tools, especially if you buy something that's semi-okay, you can get pretty decent prices on secondhand ones. You just got to know what you're looking for. But it does save you money and give you tools to do future things, because when you think you are done, then you do more stuff.
Quickly.
And when you want to buy something, buy one size up, because you always think, no, this one will do, and then you realize, ooh, it's a little like I wish I bought a slightly bigger tractor, but I think the tractor I got is very good for a lawnmower.
It's great as a lawnmower, and the kids can actually
drive it, manage it, and it's fine. It's okay, but like we got the what they call a drip wrap, the bigger stones that you put for cover. And I can't scoop them with a tractor, so you've got to load them.
Too light in the pants.
Yeah, it's just too light, and I'm going to damage it. So I mean, I can ram it in there and try and but it's just going to break the thing.
It was too pretty to ruin.
Yes, don't worry, the kids are taking care of that part. The kids, they don't buy new stuff if you got kids, because they will help you wash it, with a sponge that will scrape it, and yes, and it's all, yes, it's all good intent, but it breaks my heart when I see something nice and then I just see it, not so
I have
nice
to read
anymore.
what Cento State does say. He's got 2 to 5 acres is what he's looking for, maybe more if a cheap woodland, not total self-sufficiency sufficiency, just enough for a few animals and a woodlot. That's cool.
Yes, yes.
Yep. If you even hire a ditch digger to move a trench, it'll cost a lot more than do it yourself. Of course.
Or just to do a new one if you
yes.
if you know. So that's one of the things is the if you can tool up.
Yes.
And get your own tools because you will use it. You know, if you can put a little shed up just so you can put the stuff under that helps a lot. I've got one, but I'm gonna move my stuff around, so I haven't put it up yet. So all my stuff's in the rain, so it breaks my heart. Yeah, it'll get there. You know, you gotta accept some things.
We should give ourselves some grace. I keep reminding people, this time last year, this was grass. There was nothing. There wasn't even an entryway to get into it. Okay, this was grass.
Yes.
It is okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. I just want to get more done. but if you can get some tooling, I would highly suggest a kind of a little excavator type effort. And we went for a little bulldozer with a mower.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people take the 0 turns, which are fine, but you got a mower. If you take a 0 turn, you have a mower. You have nothing else. You know, at least with ours, we have a bulldozer. I can pull stuff with it. You can probably with a 0 turns, you can probably hook something to the back if you want to spray your grass or if you want to distribute, like, you know, a compost or whatever. The tractor we got, it's a smaller tractor, but it's got all the mechanisms. So it's got a rear PTO that's a little shaft that turns, so you can connect stuff to the back, switch it on, and it'll plow. It'll do all kinds of other things.
What did you add to ours?
Oh, I added a little winch to ours. Yes, so if it gets stuck, you can pull yourself out.
And a hitch.
Yeah, and I put a hitch on so we can pull a trailer.
I had to laugh at the hitch. It looks funny, but
it's
it
very
works.
Low, but it works.
And we have done so many things with the trailer attached to it because this is a farm trailer. This is where it's going to live for the foreseeable
so you just drag
future.
the trailer. So you can. What's nice is you take the tractor. And I don't really think. I mean, you could probably do it with a 0 turn, but it's not as practical. But you take the tractor, you hook it to the trailer, then you load the trailer up with a bunch of stuff, and you hoof off. You know, you'll realize walking across an acre up and down gets old real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're up and down, and you know, grab two. What's those bricks? The cement ones.
Oh, I can't remember what those are called. Yes. That's how that yay high got holes in them.
The just the cement bricks. I can't remember.
You use them under the beehive.
Yes, I can't remember what they called. They called something, but it's the cement cast bricks. It's got the 2 holes and it's got some stone name.
Special name.
But anyway, you grab one in each hand and walk from the one side to the property to the other to go put them down, and do that 3 times, and then you see how unimpressed you are in the middle of summer. You like do 3 of them and you're like, yeah, it's not fun anymore.
If you would have just hitched the trailer and loaded it up, you would have done all of it in the same time to walk once.
So we got a bigger trailer. I think a shorter
cinder
one.
Block.
Yes, cinder block. There we go. I wanted to say cinder stone, but cinder block. I actually wanted to say flintstone. And I don't know why Flintstone
Flint is not here.
Yes. Well,
he's gone away
Flint,
at the moment. I
know.
know.
But I'm like, I don't know.
Flint
I don't know why.
A towel.
But cinder blocks, yes. So, I mean, a smaller trailer is probably a little better. You want to go grab that guy and go talk to the kids and tell them this is now enough. No more.
Okay. Oh, they've got their.
Oh.
Yes, he's counting.
So I bought a daisy yesterday, a proper little daisy. Takes like 600 little daisy balls. So I got that for my son and my oldest daughter, and I bought what do you guys call it?
Slingshot.
Slingshot, yes. We call it a ketty. A slingshot with biodegradable
clay.
I should have bought.
So they get
ones.
rained on, and they're gonna.
Yeah, and they'll melt. So I got them outside shooting stuff.
They're having a ball.
Yeah, I told my oldest son, because he likes to be a nonsense. I said, if you kill something, you will skin it and eat it. I will make sure of that.
Anything.
I don't care what it is. You kill it, you're going to eat it.
So I think he is a little leary of hurting anything at this point, which is
good.
good.
Yeah, which is good. No, it's just, don't go shooting like rabbits just because you think so, and then you maim it or you hurt it, and then the rabbit suffers for like a week before dying.
And we've got all of these things. We've got a bunch of rabbits that have been running around.
Yeah, a bunch of rabbits running around. Yeah, we got whitetails running around and all kinds of stuff. I'm sure there's some hogs here. They're just hiding.
I know there are because we saw the footprints when we moved in.
Yeah,
remember?
That's right. Yeah. So,
sorry, can I read a couple things?
Yeah.
Backing up just a little bit, Synthosate did state he used to actually ride the tractor and have his brother and sister in a trailer behind. That's awesome.
We've got pictures of that, of the kids, everybody on the trailer. What I wanted to say is, we got a long trailer. A shorter one probably works a little better for the farm.
Yes.
Just because the long one, we moved all our stuff with that trailer, so we just kept it.
There's
but
no
a shorter,
point to buy a new one.
A shorter one would
works.
be better, but that's just a preference.
We'll use it till it dies. I don't mind.
Yes.
And it's a metal frame. It's not going to die.
Yes.
Andy does say, it was cheaper for my brother to buy an excavator, learn to use it, and dig a 300-foot trench to get power to his new garage shop. Oh, yeah. No, like 1,000 times
especially
cheaper.
300 foot. Yeah.
That's
they're going to charge you.
Yes.
They're going to charge you. For mine, it was...
man.
It was, I think, 100 feet.
Yes.
And it was over $1,000.
Yes. That's why you did it.
Yes. For the equipment rental. Over $1,000. It was 2 trenches. One was 25 or probably like 40 foot. The other one was like 100 foot or 120 and 40. So combined, 180 feet combined. And the first 20 feet was one trench, and then they split. And there was over 1,000 just for the equipment.
Yes.
All right. And in the meantime, so I bought the excavator and I dug that. I think it was 1,200 for the equipment rental. I paid about $4,000 for the little excavator thing. And then I also dug a foundation for my fence.
Yes.
Which I used that for. And I used it for all the plumbing.
Yes.
So all of those would have been extra fees.
And you never know. I mean, we have this beautiful tree line. Nothing could have populated there at all in the meantime.
Yes.
Synthosate does say, even a wheelbarrow or a garden cart beats the hell out of carrying those. Yes, agreed. Jamal, there's a video called Boy Math or something. It says I can spend $10 to hire a job or buy the equipment for $10K and do it myself. At the end, I'll have free equipment. You rascal,
it depends on what. If you look at the equipment rental, so if you shop secondhand, again, if you know what you're doing. Now, I bought a plate compactor. Now, I'm sure you guys know what that is. It's got the flat plate at the bottom, and it vibrates and it compacts as you push it, almost like a lawnmower. So I paid $450 for it. Okay, secondhand, not great, but it worked, and I did a lot of work with it. It died now. I got to strip it.
No,
probably.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, I got to strip it. I got to clean the carburetors and everything else. And once I've cleaned it, and I got a whole cleaning kit for it. It's just time. Once I got it done, it'll run fine again. I paid $450 for that thing in 2017.
Yes.
I did a driveway at our house. I did all kinds of pavers. I did a 10 by 80 foot worth of pavers in the backyard. I did compacting here with it. I paid $450 for that. To rent one, this is why I bought it. To rent one from Home Depot at that time was $250 a day. I bought it for $450.
You get it for free in 2 days. See, I got your math, Jim.
Yes. So the only reason I bought the excavator because it's a cheapie. It's a Hong Kong, but it's got a Briggs & Stratton motor. It's petrol. It's gas, not diesel. Which is easy to service and maintain. And because I don't use it a lot, the tractor we use a lot, so that's a diesel. But my forklifts are gas, and my excavators are gas. They're easy to service. I know how to work on those things, so it's fine. So just the electrical trenching was $1,200. Just the equipment rental, just to rent the equipment to dig the trenches. That excluded the wall that I knew we had to build, at least put a foundation in, and the plumbing. And I paid $4,000 for the. So a quarter of the cost of the machine was already covered just by the electrical.
Yep.
And it would have probably been another $1,000, let's say, for all the other work. So $2,000 in rental.
I don't know. That trench line's very far, so that would have been more.
Yeah, I spent like 2 days on that.
I know. It was a good distance.
The thing is also, like, I ran out of time, and the contractor wanted to make some changes to the fence.
Yes.
Foundation. So I'm like, well, you know how to drive that thing? Yeah. I'm like, all right. So now you don't have to go rent anything. Like, if there's a problem, even if we're just doing something here and there's like, oh, all right, we gotta go, like, no, we have a little excavator. We just dig. We just do whatever we need to do and we cover it up.
Yeah.
So I would say 50% of the equipment cost was covered by savings we made by not having to rent equipment. So, you got to, of course, do the assessment, but I think it's a good idea to just look at it, and especially, when times are a little hard, as they've been for a little bit now, it seems like we're getting a breather again. I don't know how long it's going to last, but gas coming down a little. Whew, it's hard every time shit flies, man. It's like nobody buys stuff, everything's quiet, nobody has money. But when times are tough, bargains are afloat. So if you want to buy something for a good price, when people have a hard time, they have to sell stuff to stay alive. So that's when you pick a bargain. So just sometimes someone's gonna buy it. He's gonna sell it, and someone's gonna buy it. Might as well be you if you can pick up a bargain. Yeah.
Correction with Jamal, it was $10K to hire the job and $10K to do it himself with equipment. The equipment's free. So I got you. Sorry, I should have put that 2 and 2 together. Sorry about that.
You're right. A friend of mine used to say, he said, when you buy a drill and you drill a hole in the wall, so the drill was $200. So the first hole you drill costs $200. Okay, but if you drill 2 holes, they're only $100 each. And the more use you get out of this thing, the cheaper it became to buy it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're using it.
And if you
don't buy things to sit, buy them to use.
And also, like I bought a electric. Is it a Shafe? The what's the name that I cut the door with?
Oh gosh,
it's a planer. Also, we call it a scarf, but it's a planer. So I bought the electric planer. If I had to take the door off and try and hand plane that thing outside, it would have probably taken me half a day.
Yes.
The planer cost me $200. I got it on one of those new, good or used, great condition type things. No battery. It was like $200. It was a $300 planer for $200. I bought it. It took me 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
And now we have it. So any other door, misbehave.
Yes. So you take a door and you got to knock the hinges out. And you got to drag it outside. These are solid. These doors are not light. So it's going to take 2 of us to carry that thing out. Then you got to put it down on the table outside in the right position.
It's our oldest. It's okay.
And then, you got to make sure that you plane that thing now. And, you can't put it upright unless you got a ladder to get to the top. So you got to put it on its side. And you got to plane this thing. That electric planer, man, I started that thing up. I just went, and it was done. It was that fast. I set it to just like I think it was a 1/16.
It wasn't much.
It was the door just because of I think the heat. The door just started getting stuck a little, and I just chopped the top, and I didn't even take it off the hinges, man. I just opened it. I got my son stick the vacuum in the side, and I went, and there was hardly dust, and it was done, and that saved me
that was
like
free.
Half a day. So that planer is paid for itself already.
We do need to say good morning to a couple other people. We've got Progman76,
good
Yankee
morning.
Free,
Good
Lemon.
Morning. Okay,
and,
good morning. B lady.
B lady says, I swear on all things holy, if this crumble rumble starts failing, I'm out of here. Rumble will be on punishment for a week.
Sounds like me and my kids.
Right? Syntho State does say, I think the scruff is on their end. I'm sorry. You mean my end? I'm looking good. I don't know about you guys. Low U is in. Good morning. And you can resell when not needed. That's true.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of money saved, labor and equipment, and you could get money back.
Yeah, you have the asset. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Syntho State does say, I'm going to do some wooden flooring. I would have to work harder to make the money to hire someone. Yeah, it's expensive.
And also you can do it at your time, at your leisure.
At your
so you can, if it's not something like we had to get a lot of stuff like set up immediately because we had to get our business functional. So, we spend a lot of money in the store and stuff like that, but there's a lot of stuff I did myself, and there's a lot of stuff I'm still going to do myself in order to save money. But you could do it at your leisure, so you can do half the floor and come back a week later and do another piece and, get done what you need to get done, use what you want. and you don't have to haul out all the cash for the contractor right now type thing.
Everybody say hello to Plots and Ponder, who has rated this stream.
Thank you very
Give
much.
them
Welcome
some
in.
awesome Rumble spinning lights, please. Jamal does say, one of the best lawnmowers I've ever owned was from a garage sale find, $5. They couldn't get it started. I put some new gas and a new spark plug and started right up. That sounds about right. I cannot tell you the amount of times we've had that luck as well. Yeah, even Synthesate says, last time we did flooring, we had to hire a guy to sand and finish. Gotta be full do-it-yourself now. There's no other way. Welcome in, Rebel with no yell. I like it. And J. Henry 115, devilishly angelic. Woo, angelic.
All right. Good morning.
Pronunciating incorrectly because that is quite a name. Welcome in, guys.
Good morning.
We are talking fun for the land.
Yes, just general things that we found when we bought our acreage that is a good idea to kind of invest in.
Yes.
The other thing, completely off the bat, which I would highly suggest you make some investment in and keep on hand, is antihistamine.
Antihistamines has been quite the topic of discussion in our household over the last couple of months since spring started.
Well, yes, but also I think earlier, but maybe since spring, since there's been a lot of activity. Oh man! So first, I think Michael got hit twice, right?
Yes, our older son.
Our older son got hit twice. So he walks in, and he starts sounding a little funny, almost Chinese, because he's got like.
His eyes were so poofy out of his head.
And I'm like, what did you do? And he's like, I don't know. I walked around outside and I'm like, okay, because he calls it adventuring. And then he goes into the bush. And I'm like, all right, well, obviously something got you. So, you know, he was, and I kept laughing at him. And then a second time, and I asked him, are you listening yet? You know, because apparently the ears are not functional with whatever you did, you repeated. So what was it, about a month ago, I got hit.
Yes.
So I don't know what happened, but I went out. So our youngest son now has a thing that he fell asleep on the tractor while I was mowing. So now this is his thing. So if he wants to sleep, he's hard to get for a nap, you know, like midday or whatever, I take him on the tractor, I go mow a piece of lawn, and then like 10 minutes and he's out, and I bring him in. So I was out mowing lawn.
Yes.
And I don't know what I went through. I don't know what it was, but man, my eyes were itching. I had a rash, and so antihistamine.
Yes.
All right. So I was like, all right, that was just stupid. And then I went again, but I mowed a little less. I was just trying to see, and then my eyes were itching. So I'm like, all right, there's definitely something. So then it
was goggles.
Yes.
Is what you wore.
So I wore goggles. That took care of that.
Yeah, that was most of it. Was
very badly
through
itching.
the eyes. Yeah.
But I did get a bit of a rash, and I thought it was a heat rash, but you know, but I didn't pay attention to it. So Monday, I dragged the kids out, and I've got some barbed wire, just like a heap of barbed wire that was broken down.
We've still got things to clean up, break down, kind of
so stuff. I got a little spot around the corner where I put a bunch of stuff, you know, that needs to go to the trash. So as I get time, you know, okay, let's take this, load it on the truck with some other stuff, and then we go dump it. All right. So the barbed wire is hard because, you know, you can't kind of unfold this thing and roll it up, and that's just
does not work like that.
So the contractor left it in a literal heap,
netted heap
of like a ball of barbed wire. So I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I've got a battery operated angle grinder. So I'm going to take the angle grinder, and I'm just going to cut, like, you know, 3-4 foot pieces, just cut it out, and then eventually this thing will fall apart and it'll just be little bits and pieces. But I'll just start at a point and just cut it. It worked really well, and I did that for about an hour, and we got a whole, like half of it and it was the whole front part here, which is probably, that's a lot. That's like 300 feet.
Probably 300 feet of
worth
barbed wire.
Barbed wire that they never threw away. So I did probably about half of it.
Yeah.
And I was a little tired, but I didn't understand. I was itching a bit. And so anyway, so something got me. I didn't know that was the problem. But I was like, man, I don't know why I'm so winded. Like fucking getting old here or some bullshit, you know. And you can't like, you know, show weakness in front of the kids. You got to have like, Brr. So I like stumble into the, what's the name? I chase them out. You guys go finish that up. And I'm like, oh. and then it's something got me, and I don't know. So I got a rash like everywhere. So I take antihistamine, of course. That takes like 30 minutes, and my lights are out. And then the night, I take one again,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel much better.
Yeah.
So the night before I go to bed, I take another one, and then I wake up yesterday morning,
Yeah.
and I need to go fetch what I fetched this morning, and I like my feet feel round because they're so swollen, and I can't close my hands, and I'm like, oh. So Nicole got up early for no reason whatsoever, but she was up like 15 minutes
At
after
the
me,
same
which was
time,
like
roughly,
which
yeah.
is like 3:30, 3:45.
3:45.
So I'm like, why are you up? So she's like, no, I forgot to take keys. Sometimes I get stuck and I can't get back on time, and then they sit locked out of the buildings. So she forgot her key, so she set her alarm to get the key. So I show her my hands, and I open. When I do this, like all my knuckles are like divoted in. And she's like, yeah, you completely swollen. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to cancel the pickup because I'm going to take another. I don't know what got me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what the effects are going to be. So I don't want to drive an hour and 15 minutes, have some kind of attack
Each
while
direction.
doing 80 miles an hour in the car, because it's just me. So I can't pull off. There's nobody to talk to. There's nobody I can say, hey, don't you want to drive? And I'll just sit in it's just me. So you got to be sharp when you do that. So anyway, so I postponed the pickup for today. Everything yesterday went pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Benadryl in the morning. So as I go to bed, my feet will not stop itching, and they're itching. So 12 o'clock last night, I basically got to bed. At 11:30, I was here because we left the Benadryl in the shop.
Yes.
So at 11:30, I was in the shop, like digging to find the Benadryl. So I found it, and then I drank it, and then I went back. And then at basically midnight, I fell asleep. And at 3:30 this morning, I was up and in my car on my way. Well, 4 o'clock, I was in my car. So good stuff. I think I see something.
What?
So that was a lot of fun the last 2 days, having like knobs come out of every orifice of my body, and things like that happening. So it was a lot of fun. I think the worst of it's gone. Nicole has this theory of it's like started at the top, and
it's traveled down his body. It's weird. I don't have an answer for it. It's weird.
An antihistamine, like a good one.
Whatever kind that works for you. There are many different types out there. There are herbal. There are medical.
Yes.
There's
Keep
many
that on
options.
hand, because once you start plowing into the brush,
and you don't know what's in it.
And then I got in here and I was like, what's walking on my neck? So I shake it, and there's like a penny-sized spider.
Yeah.
Like on my like having a stroll on my neck. So, and I try and stay away. Like I'm not in any long grass. Like I'm just mowing.
He's
maybe
on the
tractor with maybe 8-inch grass. And somehow the spider ended up on me. So there's all kinds of things that happen. So keep some antihistamine by your side all the time, because
I'll put some in the
but
family location.
That's basically what I wanted to talk about this morning. And then something else we could talk about is drainage.
Yes, we'll open that in a second. We got to say hello to Mr. Mulk. Kopi and Poppy.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
nice
morning,
of you
Kopi.
to make a stream.
Yes,
Welcome
we've
in.
missed you.
Yes.
I hope you are well. I am sure you have not slept, knowing what time it is in your neck of the woods. So Devilishly Angelic is the one who runs the lovely podcast that rated us. So awesome. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Yankee Free, for letting me know that.
Yes.
We do have Boiling Point live as well. I cannot remember if I said their name or not.
Okay.
But Gemma has a good suggestion. So local bee pollen will help with resistance to the pollen in the air. Just sprinkle it on your food.
Yes.
That's goal.
Wow.
We're trying. We are working to get pollen and bees. Or not bees, but get the bees going for things like pollen and honey and all of that awesome stuff. So yes, you are definitely correct.
And just as a matter of interest, they do not say that is factually correct if you look it up.
Yes. But they also say that local honey doesn't help you.
Yes, which is bullshit. So
I don't know.
Yes, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you go try and look up, like, does pollen help or does honey? It's like, well, anecdotal evidence suggests, but there's no real tests. But I also find that a lot of times they won't test things just to say that there's no tests,
or
there
they
are
suppress
no tests,
the tests,
or they suppress the tests.
That's happened. Even Harvard stuff has been suppressed.
Yeah, the carnivore stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
You should go look that
So
up.
there was a second Rumble rant that has come in. I do not think this, I would not promote this. I will say what the Rumble rant says. These are not my words. Try cocaine. That should help. Not my words, not my suggestion.
It's a little difficult for my 8-year-old son.
Sure,
you know, authorities might frown upon.
I don't think I agree with it for me either, but thank you for the suggestion, offering up some help here. Did you mow over some poison ivy, poison oak, or stinging nettles? They have tiny threads that get into your skin. So we were talking about that.
Yes.
We also have milkweed. Milkweed is known to cause histamine reactions in people as well.
Well,
So
milkweed, poison ivy. There's 2 different types of nettles that grow here.
yes,
And one of them have little hairs.
yes, and that's this.
Yes. Yes. They have little hairs that distribute in the air. So I don't know. Like when I was cutting the wire, like I might have stepped on something, but I mean I had shoes, long pants, and everything. But it's funny because it's in all the areas where like you would generally sweat a little more. That's sorry, I'm hitting my mic. That's where you get the rashes.
And I did tell Anton, of course, when it comes to histamine responses, it's going to hit in your lymph nodes too. That's kind of how it travels through the body. Lymph nodes are actually there to help get rid of these kinds of things. So it tends to populate. So under the arms, groin, different areas like that are not always the best areas. Very itchy.
Yes.
And for some reason, people don't like looking at you like a monkey.
Yes. I was sitting here trying to not scratch, and it's very difficult. So I was waiting for that Benadryl to kick in. I was like, oh, start working, man. And then of course it's like, all right, now it's working. Now I'm tired.
Yes.
So it's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
Yes.
Jody, good morning to you. He's reminding everybody to hit the plusy button that has
What did we talk about? And we said it's a pity Jody wasn't here.
I don't remember.
Was the first thing.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I made a joke. You mentioned something and I repeated it because I couldn't help myself. Apparently I am a teenager.
Nipples. Grease nipples. Grease nipples.
Jody, you missed the grease nipples.
You missed the grease nipple discussion. Okay. I said every 10 hours. So it's like twice a day. If you work the whole day. So you have to grease the joints of your equipment, the excavator, bulldozer and stuff. Every 10 hours apparently is what the manual says. So that's interesting.
So just for you, Jody, we are repeating and going backwards. Got a rumble rant from Copium. Smoke milkweed. Milkweed.
Oh, milkweed. Yeah.
Anton is Pita Haha said, and I said, what is that? Can you see that?
Let me see. Peter Parker. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
You're gonna have to give me an explanation, man.
More these English guys and their lack of explanation.
You must remember something. We have different cultures, although we have English in South Africa. Yes, they are.
So
they
you
are
are
a little
an Englishman.
different.
I'm the American, and he's the South African. The English were in all of these places, and you're in Canada right now.
Yes.
So the English in all of these places.
Canada it's still owned by Charles. Charles is the ruler.
Okay, that's why they act the way they do. Peter Parker.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Oh, wait, man, I would not get that. Peter Parker, yes. Well, I wish I got the superpowers.
That's okay. I see it. Wait.
Yes, now I see it.
I missed it. I didn't get to read the rest of Jody's comment. Is Anton going to turn into Spider-Man now? Peter Parker. Wow.
Well, you're reading the chat. You got to keep up with that, man.
You started talking because you wanted to tell Jody about the grease nipple.
What? You read that.
That is why. Okay, sorry. We cannot apparently have a discussion.
And if you spelt it P-I-E-T-E-R, I would have gotten it. Peter Parker.
Yes. See, you almost put it in a different type of South African dialect.
Well,
that is not.
I almost thought it was Chinese.
Yes, right. That's my China.
Yeah.
Another rumble rant from Copium. What are you doing, Nicole? Knit him some mittens so he can't scratch.
Oh, man. Why are we back?
Bus. because we have a bus.
Oh, is it a bus? That is a cool bus, man. You want to say
I'm
good
glad
morning?
you enjoyed the commentary, Jody. That was just for you. Sith, good morning to you. We are happy to have you
Good morning,
in.
Sith.
And Sigil Stone, what did I
Hey.
see from you yesterday that just made me absolutely laugh? I think it was about your comment of being down and out yesterday.
Oh yeah.
There
He
was
said,
some,
yeah,
like-
he's gonna die.
Yes, I can. Yes,
terminal.
I loved it.
That's right. Say hi.
There we go.
Yeah, he said it's terminal.
Copium, I always make fun of his accent. So Frogman is just in time. We like it. Loyu, how about all the SA immigrants? I love it.
Yes, yes.
It's terminal. Thank you, Sigil. That is
Yes.
correct. It is terminal.
It is terminal. Yeah.
Oh, you guys. Look at this. Look at this. I can't read this. I have ears everywhere.
Come
Right. Ears.
Your sister is coming to fetch you. All right, there we go. Bye-bye. See you later.
Take your bus outside.
Bye. What does that say? They are.
So that, and then
I can't see.
do I need to
No,
make it bigger? Oh,
it's
the suns.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
The discussion is very distracting for these lovely gentlemen we
Yes.
have here.
Well,
I'm
all
sorry,
you have
women.
to do,
Have a good rest of your day. Rumble's giving her a hard time again. There we go.
it's all you have to do is just nudge, and chat will take its own direction.
That's okay. See, but this is when we have good friends.
Yes.
I love when we have good friends.
What did I want to say? So yeah, definitely invest in some equipment for sure, and buy a little bigger if you can than what you think you're going to need, because man, when you have, we don't even have a lot. We've got like 21 acres. It's a lot to process when you come from the city.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff to do, man. It's like you mow, like you cannot push mow, right?
No,
like it's not a
don't
thing.
even think
Like
about
it's
it.
not.
Don't even think
You're gonna
about it.
spend, the sun will turn you into a puddle of goo before you're done if you're gonna use a push mower. It's just not a thing. I can mow probably what I would do with a push mower in half a day. I can do that in like 10 minutes with a
Mhm.
tractor. And also, when the brush is a little high, the tractor just like takes care of it.
You don't have to do the level up and level
Yes.
down and all of that nonsense.
It's interesting. So so definitely, and if you've got any kind of significant size, get yourself some kind of mower, like a riding mower, not the little ones, like something decent, because man, you want to mow. And then the only other thing that I've had a hard time with, which I guess the only way to do that is with the gas trimmer, is the edging.
Mhm.
It's just like I don't know of an easy way to do that.
Yes.
So you just have to. I'll see. Maybe there's a mower attachment. I don't know. Maybe there's a mower attachment for that.
We'll figure it out. Well, I am sure this will be a forever upgrade.
Yes.
There's so
Yeah,
always
I got a cheapy
we'll do
gas
this next,
trimmer from Sam's, and of course the kids broke it day one, so it's kind of limping along. But it's the bottom head that contains
it has to be broken.
the gut. So I think there's a whole attachment you can buy for that thing that's got like a metal.
Yes.
Gonna upgrade
I think
to
it
that.
has to be broken.
I think so. The kids are.
They're rough.
Yes.
They're rough.
Yes.
I love it. So, by the way, Progman, if you do not know Copium Poppies, this is a lovely band up in the northwestern part of the United States. Look them up. They're
Yes.
awesome. Copium, if you want to drop your website, please feel free to.
Yeah, or your link or whatever.
Or your link. Yes.
Yes.
That is true. I can't see everything when I have it too big, so I have to go down, and then it's harder to see. They were asking music, as you see. I prefer my edging be gas power too. It makes the goon sesh go quicker.
Yes.
That's Sigil who says that. We agree.
Oh.
There's, I chuckle. I was actually, Anton had asked the children to move a couple things so he could run his tractor through an area just behind our buildings. Well, they didn't get to it, and there's a beehive close to it, so lots of activity there. And they said they lifted up one of the things he had asked them to move, and then there was a spider. So they were like, I don't know what to do with this thing. So was it yesterday afternoon? It was about to rain. I had just finished the boxes. I think I just needed to stretch. So I went, put some gloves on, and was dragging the stuff, moving everything that he had spoken about. And under one of these planks or areas, there was it's okay, I'll tell my story. I saw the spider in which they spoke about. It had to have been a wolf spider, but I'm assuming this is the female because close to what was actually a den. So full on family compound here. I have to chuckle at my kids. They have learned so much about wildlife. It is absolutely fascinating. They've taught us a lot, actually, being here already. So I absolutely love that we've found this and we get to do it together. It's been a lot of fun. I keep thinking to myself, being out of the city has given them already so much education in real life than what we see when you're kind of locked up behind a bunch of buildings and concrete. So it's been very beneficial to them. Something I wish I had as a kid, for sure. Copium does drop a Rumble rant. Check out the behind the scenes teaser of a work in progress song we posted to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram yesterday. I didn't see that. Cool. I'll have to check it out. And it is https //copiumpoppies.com, and that is COPIUMPOPPIES.com. So check them out. They're pretty cool. Gasoline makes excellent goon lube. Sigil Stone says, how big a spider? There's local stories of one a couple miles away. You can see from 100 yards as it crosses the road. It's described as a ball with legs.
Wow.
I thought that was only in Australia. Keep those things down under, please. I don't want them. No, thank you.
Yeah, we're supposed to have tarantulas, yeah?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure they are here, though.
I mean, the guy that was on my neck yesterday looked like a mini tarantula.
Which I told Anton, we've got these jumping spiders. They're pretty much harmless, but they like bugs, so I don't want to get rid of them. It's about the same size, and they look angry. Like they have, it's got a very muscular outline, even though I know it's not muscular.
It looks like a little bulldozer.
Yes.
But that wasn't the jumping spider. That was something else.
It was very colorful.
It was
colorful
like
things
the little jumping
nervous.
spider that you get, the small ones. It was probably 4 of those.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was. But it's same build. It's like ready to have a
I think
Barney.
It's fun. I don't care. I'll take the bugs any day over the scum in the city.
Well, that's the thing. I'd rather have bugs here than viruses there.
Jody does say, I do some trimming with a leaf blower. Only have to do that a few times a year. I think that is nonsense.
Yes.
The spam calls are real. Who else is facing that, man?
So trimming with a leaf blower?
Trimming with a leaf burner. Sorry, burner.
Oh, yes. That'll work.
I'm putting in my own words. I'm not reading it.
Yes.
Dissolve packing peanuts into it to thicken it so it doesn't run off easily. What? Gasoline. Okay. Nonsense. That's awesome. / Thank you, Sigil Stone. I didn't say I was computer literate. Okay. South African versus arachnoid. Yes. Sounds like a Kaji movie.
Yeah. Yes. That was interesting because I feel something walking. So I put my hand and I feel it's hard. So I'm like, okay, it's like a beetle. So I flip it and it kind of goes and it hooks a little thread on my leg and like halfway, like bungees, and starts climbing back up. And I'm like, no, dude, no, we've now left each other's presence. You got to leave me alone now.
Yes, you are not welcome any longer.
Yes, but I don't want to get bit by something.
Wood spiders can be huge. Okay.
Wood spiders. Okay.
Nice. Anton just started his own superhero comic. South African man, no superpowers. He just makes biltong and steps on spiders. Whack, whack.
I try not to kill him. The spiders, I really try.
No, we really try. It's
because I know they catch bugs. So I'm like, if you hang around and leave me alone, you can have all the flies that you can have.
And I think we shared not too long ago about the scorpion that you saw the other day. Did we?
I don't remember.
I don't know if we did or not. So,
but
with spiders and
I opened the beehive to check it, and under the lid is Mr. Scorpion hanging around. Yes. So as I pick it up and I put it down, and it's like right by my hand, I'm like, that could have gone bad. I'm not in the mood. Unfortunately, it wasn't poisonous. So I try and use the AI for something useful. So I'll take a picture and then I'll pop it into AI and just say, okay, go look this thing up for me. and then it gives me the breakdown. So it says no, it's like a wasp sting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, not venomous, but histamines.
Yes.
Yeah, take your antihistamine.
Yes. Well, that's the thing, right?
It's like you can't win.
Yes. No, it's anything and everything, and it's like I think that doesn't matter where you are in the bush, because what we also have here is we've got tons and fucking tons of fire ants.
Yes,
they are everywhere.
They are
so,
everywhere. So that's our next goal, is to try to assist our area with the fire ant population.
Yeah,
if we
they
can, just
can,
move
they can
them.
like
They
go
can go in
into
the
the
bushes.
bush. Yeah,
Yes,
just
go to the
stay
bush.
also-
Stay off the grass that we would like to use, the lawn. Whatever.
Yes.
That's our
And then
only problem.
I heard something that DEF is good for your lawn, makes it nice
DE?
and green. Oh no, DEF.
What's DEF?
DEF fluid. The diesel exhaust fluid.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. We did talk about that one day.
So
yeah.
so
I
we did
forgot
mention
about
that. So I bought some, and now, so up, okay, DEF, good. I'm gonna put this on the lawn. So now it's like, all right, we got probably like half an acre. So I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna walk with like a spout. I need to, and I don't want to put a backpack and spray. So I want to hook something to the tractor. So while I'm mowing, it can. It's like $1,000 for like for a sprayer tank. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. So now I must maybe look at devising one. It's like $50 for a spray head, but you got to get a pump and a regulator, and I've got tanks. So maybe, but also once you got that, you got to put it on a trailer. So maybe I don't know if I can mow with our long trailer. So I might have to buy a little one or build a little trailer or something. It's like fucking hell. It doesn't stop.
It never stops. It's like you want to start doing something. Have you guys ever read the book If You Give a Mouse a Cookie? That is our life. It is.
It's just, if I can have a small trailer that's maybe like 4 foot by 4 foot, and I can put the tank on the trailer with a pump that runs on 12 volts,
yes,
with a regulator and a spray head that has, I don't know, 6 or 8. Then if I could make it the width of the tractor, or at least the width of the blades, which I think is like 65 inches, then as I mow, I can just spray,
yes,
and then if you want to put some, fuck off fire and goo, then you could just spray it through this thing. But no, it's like that solution is like
that
$1,000
doesn't
if you
exist.
buy it. So
You
I'm
have
like,
to
all right.
create it.
So
pretty
now I'll see if I can.
So
make it.
Anton's spidey sense will be his meat tingling.
Yes.
South African schmeckle tingling. Jody,
Yes.
Progman, you guys are horrible. I like it.
Oh, that's Viva's. Keep your schmeckle in your pants.
Schmeckle.
That's
Yes,
his.
schmeckle.
That's his advice.
Sigil does say, one time I was stocking wood for an elderly neighbor in his basement. Small room, had to stoop, turned around, and there was a wood spider the size of my hand on the door frame, 2 foot away. Good time to practice panic control. You know?
Yes. It's like
are they poisonous? Is it a concern, or?
Yeah, your voice jumps a couple of octaves there. It's like.
And it jumps. No, the spiders jump. Oh,
yeah.
Worse.
I might be a little girlish if that
Right.
happens. Oh.
Right. Now I understand copium statement here. Anton felt something on the back of his neck. Oh, the V for the F. Yes. The South African speech. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. You guys are horrible.
Of course
I
they
like
are.
it.
But no, it's interesting the things you find and things that happen. I mean, you just go for an innocent mow, and then you can't see out of your eyes for like 3 hours.
Yes.
So
we've had a lot of fun. Lots of bugs, lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are horrible. They're on the African.
Let them do their thing. That's
African
fine.
discussion.
That's
Witch spiders
fine.
aren't venomous, but still, I know. Well, no, when a spider's that big, I go back into the lovely movie Arachnophobia.
Well,
See that
what really
movie,
stresses me out is when you can
pictures
see
for a
the
second.
teeth. You see those teeth hang out. I'm like,
Still gonna bite you. Still
yeah,
gonna bite you.
That thing will bite you. So I don't like it.
No, I know. Which one is it? I love the daddy long legs. And
Yes.
we have a ton of
Those
them
guys
out
always
here.
look like they like on some substance because they always like.
They can't walk.
Yeah, I
They
know.
cannot
But that's what
walk.
I'm saying. So it always looks like they had too much,
Too much strength.
like one beer too many.
Yes. The kids have been having a ball with us. What did they see earlier with the cicada? Did they show it to you?
No.
Yes, they found a cicada and they were very excited, which I didn't have the heart to tell them. That's locust. I don't know if that's a good thing, but whatever.
Yeah. So I told my son the only thing he can shoot at is like crickets and locusts, grasshoppers, and stuff like that. So shoot them. That's fine. So we'll see if he hits them.
I have a feeling those are small targets.
Yes, and they move.
They move well. Yes, super fast. Jamal does say, I stay in Iowa. There are no poisonous spiders here except the occasional brown recluse. Ah, okay. Thank God they're rare. The brown recluse is very common here in Texas. Plenty. So we are all mindful of spiders.
There's a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs here. Like when I mow, I just see this wave of bugs. Like moving in front of the mower.
Lots of hopping things. I know that.
Yeah,
and it could be spiders
and whatever. But there's a lot of stuff. As I mow, it's like a wave in front of the tractor and to the sides as they move out of the way. It's heavy.
When we walk around, we'll walk out to where our apiary is, and we'll see a lot, even just down to the pond.
Yes.
You're going to see lots of movement as you're around.
There's lots of stuff.
So that's our biggest goal, is to keep the grass mowed so that we do not encounter too many issues.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to snake or
where we are.
Yeah,
at least.
So at least where we are. So, but it's a lot. I mean, so I've mowed. It's about 700 feet from front to back.
Yes.
So I've mowed that the width of a car around the power poles because I don't want the power. If there's something happens and there's a fire, I don't want them to burn. So I keep that mowed. And then I've probably got half an acre behind the buildings open and a half an acre to the side by the pond. So like an acre plus, that's probably a half an acre. So it's like an acre and a half worth of mowing.
That we are actively maintaining.
Yes, maintaining. Yeah. And it's interesting when the kids play and then you mow and then there's some
stuff,
a spade or a rake or a truck or and then it's like all right now. So I normally go call them like, come clean your crap so I can mow the lawn.
Clean so I can mow.
Yes.
Sigil does mention, yes, sorry, I forgot about it too. Brown recluse has venom that causes necrotizing fasciitis. Yes, now the biggest thing with any bug bite or bite in general is keep it clean. That's the most or the hardest part for a lot of people. If you get other things into it, that's normally where a lot of the problems come in. So do keep any wounds obviously clean as possible. I wish he was a what? Brown recluse sounds like an undocumented American monk. Frogman, I love it. The SpaceX IPO projected the entire U.S. GDP as potential earning from AI. He scammed the fuck out of investors. Well, alrighty, Sigil.
Yeah. So let me. I think that people in our chat, in general, is a little higher IQ.
Yes, that is a very good way to put it.
People are pretty wake up. So, what's your take on data centers? And I don't want to mean to throw a stone into the bush, but I would like some honest takes on data centers.
Well, Frogman just said the perfect statement. One is not allowed to call a spade nowadays. So, is data center a data center? What is it? D20X, SpaceX is a meme stock. They obey different rules.
I think SpaceX is a good stock to buy. Not that I bought any or that I have money to buy any, but I think long term it'll grow. I don't think you'll lose money long term. Short term, you always lose money. Like I don't know who thinks that you're going to buy stock. You might, maybe you buy it at launch, you sell it 5 minutes later, you might get something. But you should be in that stock for at least 10 years before you're going to see, but you'll see good returns. Same thing, and I think it's just a way of keeping up with inflation.
I was going to say that's with anything, though. It does take time. Nothing is immediate. So
no, I mean, I saw a lot of people crying because they lost money. Well, they didn't lose money. The stock values dropped. But of course it's going to drop. Like every stock I've ever seen in my life has done that. I don't know why people, it's like they're always surprised at stuff that is going to happen. I don't understand. I find it very difficult to understand.
Man. All right, Jamal started us off. They call them data centers because if they call them surveillance centers, no one would support them. But are we not already surveyed and monitored closely without needing that? Sigil Stone, data centers are why the steam machine is $1,000, but man can pump out highly specific porn. That's so horrible. It's so it's a wash. No, that drives me crazy. That is so prevalent, and the people that argue with us about that lovely word there, the average age of discovering that is 5 years old right now.
Yes.
5 years old. Okay.
Yes.
I cannot swallow that and actually accept that as an answer. Those guys have no
kids
clue.
have no phones.
No clue.
No
because
phones.
No phones. No
access. The worst thing, and I get onto them, is we let them watch educational stuff, and it's unfortunately YouTube is the only place that you get that. So every now and again they'll go and do some cartoon or something, and I'm like, you don't search around on YouTube without us.
That's the biggest thing, is we really stop that.
But we have them on a it is parental control. So there's certain things they can't get, but YouTube is asshole because they still put bullshit ads. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Bullshit ads.
Oh, it drives me crazy. I got some SpaceX for me. It's in a dip right now, so people, if you want long term, it's probably a good moment.
Yes.
D20X. Yes. That is exactly what Anton's talking about.
Yes. That's exactly what I said. Now is the time. Now, like I wouldn't buy it at launch, and I wouldn't. I mean, you launch, it's gonna go up, and then it's gonna drop. And I've seen this with everything. I don't know why people are surprised. And then when it dips, you buy.
Yes. So, like you say,
now is a good time.
Good time. I
think Rumble dropped as well. So even Rumble shares, I would say, is a good time if it dropped. I remember a little bit ago because Rumble was going over $10. But it dropped down to like $6 again now recently, and $6 would be a good. I mean, I don't think it'll ever see $3 again.
No, probably
but
not.
I bought some at $3 and I sold it at $8, because we were preparing for our move. So I got rid of like as much as I could to get cash flow, so we could. But I sold. I had a little bit, like maybe 2 or 3 grand's worth of Bitcoin. I sold that at over 100, and I sold the Rumble at like 8.5. So I mean.
It worked for us for what we needed, so that was the most important.
I put in a little bit, and I got a little bit more. I made a little bit of money. Pay some taxes on it.
Copium does say, if data centers want to pay my utilities, I welcome them. There you go. Seth, data centers will have at least one positive thing, bringing nuclear power back into mainstream acceptance.
I heard yesterday, because they're doing the mini reactors. And, someone was saying that a lot of the nuclear power, the hate for nuclear power, comes from like the current energy industry.
Which would make sense.
Yes, they lobby against it because they don't want. So the natural gas, coal, oil, and those guys.
Those aren't natural. Those are what do they call that?
Fossil
fuels.
But those guys are pushing against the nuclear power because it's going to reduce the dependency on their energy. So, do with that what you want. I never thought of that. But, I mean, when you're in the mindset of always trying to get things better and improve things, I never think of the opposite side, that there's someone with a hidden agenda.
Of course.
Because it's not in my nature.
D20X, most IPO is always very volatile and drops post-hype. Exactly.
Yes.
Jamal, most important, no activist public school teachers that push it on them. There's a reason to homeschool, big reason. Andy Pearson, I'm a boomer. I'm one of the few in my age range that supports data centers. Data is currency. Currency creates a lot of income, profit, tax base.
Well, I haven't done any research into them. I'm just seeing the debate, and a lot of people are like, ugh. And I'm like, well, we have to face reality, okay? And one of the problems we got now again, I'm not ascribing malice to the data centers, okay? I'm saying, well, obviously, these guys want to do stuff that'll make money, but provide a service. It's like if you give someone a service or something that improves their lives, better their lives, people will pay for it. This is what I'm working on the assumption of. They cannot just deplete. I mean, if you take all the water in the area, like it's like people are going to get upset. So you obviously don't want to do that. And I don't think. I mean, everybody's saying, "Oh, it's going to deplete all the water sources." I don't see that. I can't see that as happening, because if it's finished, then what are they going to do? You know what I'm saying? If you use all the water and it's all gone, then what is the data center going to do if it needs more? It's like, so you got to. I mean, a little bit less panic. Just let's look at it logically. And from what I understand is a lot of it is basically once it's filled, it's like a car cooling system. It's internal, and I know there are still some evaporators and stuff, that will use some product. But I mean, if you have a look at how much condensation, and supposedly you can't use something up; it just changes its form. So if it evaporates, then it'll go into the sky and it's going to rain somewhere, I guess. But one of the realities we are faced with is birth rates are dropping.
Yes.
All right, and you either have to make people or make something to substitute them in. And AI and data centers and robotics and efficiency is how we're going to have to go forward if we don't replace the population, because someone has to do the work.
Yes.
Something has to do the work, in my opinion. So that's hence tooling yourself.
So you can do the work.
So you can either get contractors and a bunch of people, or you can get some tools and
get
work. And I would highly recommend anybody that can just like get your hands on some land. I think it's a good idea to have a little bit of space.
Yes.
So you can
and that is something freely. That is not available any further than what we have currently.
Yes,
so keep it in mind.
Nobody's making new land.
Nope. Can't make new land. Sorry.
No, I wanted to say, we are so trained to funnel into, you think it's a very pretty house, but you're living in this little box.
Mm-hmm. Without any ability to do things on your own. You
yes.
can't even get a well if you wanted to.
Yes, you can't. Like you are completely dependent on everything that runs your little box.
How clean is that city water?
And I mean, we had a little bit of space, but all the new houses now, like they're twice the size of what our the house is huge.
No, I know, but the lot
is tiny.
Tiny.
There's like no like
your neighbor. You could touch their house by stretching your arm out. That's horrible.
It's a
I don't like
rough.
that. That's way too congested for me.
Yeah. So
I want to say good morning to Jay Ham, who says at lunch. Pardon the pun. Sigil Stone data centers wouldn't be so bad if they weren't over-promising so much, sucking up all computer components and weren't violating every law possible to build more.
Yes, I can see that.
And that's that is an argument worth discussing.
Well, the problem is, I get annoyed with the city councils because I think there's a lot of people that's getting money and they're allowing these things. Even if I believe the data center is good, if the sentiment of the people, if I'm on the city council, I think it's a good thing. If the people that vote for me to represent them say they don't want it, then it's something that shouldn't be built.
Yes, then we should not be doing. We should be countering it.
Yes,
that's the biggest thing.
Because the will of the people in the city is, and we'll figure out who's right down the road. And if I say, well, I think it's a good idea, but you guys don't want it, so we won't do it, and it turns out it was a good idea, then I can tell you I told you so. And if it turns out it was a bad idea, you can tell me. But we got to go with the will of the people, because the people in the city it's their city. Mm-hmm. Like the city doesn't belong to the city council; it belongs to the people who live there.
Yes, and that is forgotten by a lot of people.
A lot of people, man. That's why I really don't like the cities, man, because it's like a fucking HAO.
Yep.
HOA.
HOA. Jayham does say one of the reported needs is water for data centers. They are building a new one near El Paso. They are popping up all over. It's one side of the coin. Sorry. The other is we had a massive oversupply of RAM and SSD before the AI bubble began.
Okay.
So Andy, the project near me is going to provide 10 to 12 million a year in property taxes.
Well, you see, so I would go for that. Is if the data center is going to relieve, in my opinion, and this is just me, I believe everything a city does should be to the benefit of its citizens. So if we're going to build a data center and halve your property tax,
yes,
that should be like, okay, so what do I, as Joe Soap living in city X, what do I get out of this stuff? Because the problem I see with most cities is, so they allow business, and I have no problem with that. They allow businesses and things into the city, but the residents there don't benefit any of it. They still pay. So your taxes don't. And in fact, what a lot of these fuckers do is they put the taxes up to subsidize some of the businesses, which really piss me off. So when
shouldn't
they
be
want
paying
to
for
no,
them.
when they want some, and anyway, now they want some new project, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Pick your
Poison.
your poison, and so now they want to build X. Be it a park, be it a stadium, be it a whatever. So they jack up your taxes by 0.5%. So actually, you pay for that. So what should happen, in my opinion, is okay. So you've paid to construct it, so you should get either a discount or free entry to the public stadium that was now built.
Yeah.
And if they're not in the area where the tax was collected for, they pay.
Yes.
You bring your utility bill, you get free entry. As long as
your
you've got an
driver's
ID,
license is
yes,
enough.
driver's license or whatever,
Can
yes.
you get that? Can you?
Yes,
provide
can you provide ID?
Let's keep going with chat. I'm a little behind, so I got to catch up somewhat.
Sorry,
Now,
I'm talking
Sigil,
too much today.
yes, Sigil, the good point here, building something that needs to be kept cool in the desert is completely unserious, people. I understand that.
Yes.
You're right. So El Paso is on the border of desert. That's going to be New Mexico,
Yes.
Arizona area. So yeah, maybe that's not the place for them. That's a fair argument.
I agree.
Fair argument. Only if they build their own power, the one close to us tapped into the main electrical grid for now.
Yeah, that's
not good. We had some big issues in Texas in 2021 due to the electrical grid being overrun. Now, if everybody would unplug their vehicles, please.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And also less of those little windmill type things.
Less of those and unplug the vehicles.
The solar,
Maybe those things. Wait, can't they just shut them down?
I know.
Oh. Careful, guys. That could be coming. Gas-powered everything. Don't use these electronic stuff. Come on.
Yes.
Fossil fuels have nothing to do with fossils. It's created by reaction between the crust and the mantle. It's a renewable resource. Yes, Gemma, thank you. Fossil fuel, such a fake term that we have been taught to believe.
Yes.
Andy
There's lots of
mentions,
things that's...
There's a pilot project near Parsons, Kansas, that will bury a small nuke a mile deep. Great shielding and cooling. Interesting. Okay. Jayham mentions the most prominent new data center development near El Paso is Meta's massive AI optimized campus in northeast El Paso, Texas. Closed loop cooling system. Okay, yes, that does make more sense.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning as a closed loop cooling system.
Copium, y'all know we despise Elon and will dance and piss on his grave, but not investing in his companies is retarded if you like money. Never invest based on emotion. Well,
yes,
that's the
agreed.
other thing. That is a good point. That last line, the never invest based on emotion. I'm not necessarily going to agree with the despise people. Biggest thing, we always forget that there are a lot of different levels to where people get to where they are now. I know the big freak out is he's a trillionaire. Okay. But how many different companies does this dude have under him? There's been a lot of inflation. That already will jump it up.
Except for that, how much shit has he made work?
Yes.
Like that dude has really made stuff work that people could not get working.
I struggle dissing someone when they do stuff like that because I haven't done it.
We've had NASA.
Yeah. For how long?
NASA. For how long? And Elon went and in 10 years did what NASA could never do. In 10 years. So,
it's hard.
I don't know if any of you have watched a bit of how he said he started SpaceX and nobody wanted to come work for them.
Yes.
So he
did
figured out
he made
how
the first
to do
one.
a lot of that shit. I mean, dude, that guy's not a fucking stupid
yeah.
guy. Like really not
I don't know
a
if I'd
stupid
figure
guy.
that out. Needing someone or something to do the work assumes the same or increasing level of consumption when dropping birth rates means consumption is dropping too. Yes, but dropping consumption threatens the debt-based economy, and that can't be allowed at all costs. That's why we bring people in, apparently.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
we have to keep that in mind as well. That's a good point, Sigil. Andy, until Elon gets AI in space, we need them here. Copium. So I just moved into a new place, and it has a bathtub. The old place had only a shower. I am officially a man-child. I am literally on Amazon looking for 2 toy boats to build a bathtub. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that comment today.
No.
Thank you. Yes. Sigilstone, thank you for the good website. Yes, I've seen that as well. Is AIprofitable.com. Check it out.
Oh, I've heard a lot about the profitability might not be, what we think.
No, that's good.
No,
Thank
and
you
the
for
thing
sharing
is,
the website.
you see, I like So I don't like the AI data centers are bad because they hurt my feelings type bullshit. Like we had, if we can look at facts,
Mhm.
like real facts, uh, and bring an argument forth that's like, well, look, this is here are the facts, so the answer is no, or here are the facts, so the answer is yes. But okay, are you guys bullying him? Yeah, I can see you bullying him. What are they doing with you?
Am I going to need to get the
Okay.
pies from that earlier?
No, they're almost done. I see your fingers are red. Did you
We've
smack
got a
your
young
fingers
man.
somewhere?
He is very upset.
Yeah, he did.
If the
No, I can't.
government,
We're busy talking to people.
I like this. If the government wouldn't have destroyed the nuclear family, we wouldn't be in this situation and making our kids stupid.
I agree with that.
Department of Education, which should not exist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in agreement with that because you don't need a department to ruin everybody's education.
Right,
Why
what's
don't we
wrong?
just leave it for the people to have their own opinions? We would actually, because the baby boomers have to retire and die off eventually. They do, but that's the thing. So the baby boomer generation was taught that they needed the two incomes to have sustainability because a lot of the women went to go work during the war. And, it's like we cannot go and revert back. But I think it's really happening now is a lot of people are pushing back and saying no. Jamal, I really want to save your comment for when Anton is here because I completely agree with you. I'm going to read Jamal's comment. Are you back on?
Yeah.
Okay. Property tax should be illegal. It's a tax on unrealized gains. You can lose a $200K home for failure to pay $3,000 tax. It's ridiculous. That's no.
I agree. And you know what I don't like is the cities apparently and the county just make up fucking fines. They just make shit up.
Yes.
It's like, well, you haven't mowed your lawn, so we're going to fine you like $4,000 and then we're just going to run interest on it. And it's like, what?
None of it makes
like,
sense.
None of it. No, I
sense.
agree. And then they just, I think it's an excuse to appropriate people's stuff.
Now, taxes in general. We were just talking about this. Taxes on the Second Amendment. Please explain how that's even legal. Okay, Second Amendment. What is the Second Amendment for?
Yes.
Why are we taxing? Like, you can't tax my rights. Like,
yes.
My rights.
Like, it's your right to bear arms. Why am I getting taxed?
Yes.
On my right to bear arms. Like, that's bullshit.
I really don't agree with that. So anybody want to go fight that battle, we would absolutely love to see that one happen. We've had time to plan for this since 1945 and didn't. Yes, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I've seen this comment a few times, and it's very telling. Is be careful that your comfort doesn't become your weakness.
Yes.
Because what made you comfortable also makes you weak. And abundance makes you comfortable.
Yes.
But it makes you weak.
Normally when societies start to break down.
And that's and I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's one of the big problems in South Africa is the middle class, working class people had a very good standard of living in the 60s, which made them very comfortable. Mm-hmm. And a lot of what I hear when I left, a lot of what I heard was, well, if I leave, will I have the same standard of living in the US? And it's not that it's not the same, it's different.
But now you have the right to be free.
Well, that's the thing. But people will sacrifice people will sacrifice freedom for comfort. And it's fucking sad to watch it.
It's just
I had have friends that will not sacrifice their comfort because they'll rather they've never had proper freedom. And I remember the last time I went back to South Africa, I met a bunch of friends and we were in a restaurant and I said something. Oh yeah. Sorry, I could have grabbed them. I said something. I can't remember what, and my one friend's eyes went big and he's like, you can't say stuff like that. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't say stuff like that? I can say whatever I want. He's like, no man, if the wrong people hear you, you're going to be in trouble. I'm like, in trouble for what? For speaking the truth. And they were just, and this was after I was here for about a year or maybe a little more. Well, I was traveling in and out for like 3 years, but it's like, once you start savoring what actual freedom is, it's interesting when you go to somewhere where you're not free, how people react to your freedom. It's very interesting. I remember working. I remember living in South Africa, working in Zimbabwe, and we were in the one restaurant at the hotel where we were staying. We were working in Zimbabwe, and I remember there was I can't remember if Robert Mugabe was in the country but there was a lot of security and police and stuff around. And I said to the waiters, I don't understand you guys. Why don't you vote this guy out if he's such a tyrant? And the waiter almost went pale. Black guy went like light colored, and he's like, don't say stuff like that. There's people listening everywhere. You will disappear in the middle of the night. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And that's literally how it works there is like, if you say the wrong stuff, like people just come fetch you in the middle of the night and make you disappear. So, I'm not saying it doesn't happen here, but the levels here are not the same. It's not the same thing. I mean, if you're a real threat, you'll probably find some three-letter agency do shit to you. We've seen that happen. But as a general rule, you have a lot more freedom here. But you also, I mean, they're very good at hiding taxes here. You think that like, oh, the sales tax is only like 6%,
blah, blah, blah.
and
but there's a lot of other things.
But there's lots of
and
little
the property
nooks and
taxes.
crannies.
I completely agree with you guys. 100%.
Yes.
Unrealized gains should not be.
No, I agree.
Okay?
And
taxes were only came about in the 1940s.
No, I think 20s. Was it 1913 with the inception of? Well, it was because of the war.
It was because of wars. It was supposed to be temporary placements, but no, we take that one.
No, but
and
nothing
then we take
government
this
ever
one,
does is temporary. I wish people would understand that.
Quit giving a pinky, the whole arm is gone.
No, nothing government ever does. There's no such thing as a temporary government program. It never exists. What I believe is the cities should compete for people based on their taxes. Yes. So you can choose to stay in a city. Okay, if they have taxes, they should disclose it up front, and they should disclose also what plan they have to reduce those taxes.
Yes.
So you can choose to live there and know they pay taxes, and the default should be no tax. So established cities that already have commerce and businesses, they should not. I mean, and I don't want to make too much of a scene of this, but I remember that the city we left had a $15 million balance in their bank account.
It was so high, which is why you can't really fight a city like that.
Well,
it's kind of like that's the whole purpose is they use that money to
people should be arrested for that, because that means they've overtaxed their people. Like
continuously.
It's
and they
bullshit,
had elderly that were literally unable to make ends meet, but yet, this is how we treat society. Let's digress for a second. Jamal, I really like your comment here. I'm just going to share it. He wouldn't be a trillionaire, Elon, if people weren't voluntarily buying the products he sells. So that is a very good point. That's something to remember. Sigil also mentioned Elon's a trillionaire because the government gives shitloads of money to his companies. Tesla is only profitable due to a tax kickback for every vehicle sold. I agree. Sure. That should not be happening.
Yes, I agree. That shouldn't be happening.
I 100%
But the thing is, there is a government program.
Yes, and it's not like he's cheating the system. He's using what's already available. So I can't give him a hard time on that or what's created, shall I say.
I remember Trump and Hillary having a debate, and Hillary said Trump is not paying, he's dodging taxes. And he said, I'm just using the rules you put in place.
Yeah.
Like you were Secretary of State, like you guys ran the government. This is the same rules that work for your buddies and cronies and stuff. I'm just using the same rules. So, I always try and remind people that, remember, the politicians that tell you to hate the rich because they don't pay their fair share are also the same people who are in charge of putting the legislation in place to tax people. So
really, I think the biggest thing is the people need to get those politicians in line, no matter which side of the railway we are on. I need to catch up again. I'm a little behind on chat. Copium, thank you for the Rumble rant. I don't care what Elon has done. He is an enemy of free speech and a CCP collaborator, also a Ukraine supporter. He literally banned us for saying Russia should nuke Ukraine. Well, alrighty then. AI is used in medical diagnoses. It found a microscopic cyst on my wife's pancreas. The doctor said he would have never noticed it. She has BRCA2 mutation. Okay. Well, there's a lot of good that's come out of these things. That's the other thing.
I think the days of general practitioners
That's about to
are
go away.
numbered.
That's about to go
in
away.
my opinion.
Jody, which is good. Maybe we won't keep importing general practitioners. You probably shouldn't
Well, yeah.
be here.
Also, maybe I don't have to go and
Sorry,
answer
yeah.
stupid fucking questions.
Oh,
You know, and
do you
and,
do what I want you to do?
Yes, and listen
The
to someone.
checkboxes. The
you know.
checkboxes. Because thinking with the brain is not a thing in that.
You know
field.
what? If the
It's
doctors
very
are just
fucking annoying.
checkboxing you, then
Everything's
I can
checkbox.
just
Because
checkbox
they
you.
have to checkbox
Yes.
because that is what's required by Medicare, Medicaid, which is that government funded?
Yes.
All right, I digress. Jody, I have to get this in at the tip in 2 minutes. Thank you, Jody. We would not continue our day if we did not have that. And Progman, why are people who own their property paying property taxes? It's a ripoff. Dude, don't get me started. I do have another rumble rant, cannot speak, from Copium. Banning income tax should be the priority over property tax. If we don't ban both simultaneously, more people are harmed by income tax. Also, money is a weapon and taxation is an infringement of Second Amendment. Yes. Now, biggest thing here in Texas, we do not have income tax like you guys do up northwest. I know that is varying per state, so that's the biggest thing for us. It is the property tax, not the income tax.
Yeah, we have no state tax.
Yes.
But the property tax.
Yes, that's rough. It's very, and they're heavy. But if you have both, that's even worse.
Yes.
Now, I know there are some states that do not have either, if I remember correctly. Somebody mentioned somewhere up north. If you guys know, please drop
Someone
it.
said
there is a state somewhere. I cannot remember what it was.
So here's a question. I personally think a flat sales tax.
Yes.
Like just a 6% flat, like 6.5% flat sales tax over every, not everything, but a flat sales tax everywhere and remove all the rest of the taxes. I think that would be a good way to go.
I think that is a great idea as soon as the fraud is out.
Yes, as soon as. Well,
okay.
So here's the thing.
Quit making me spend a bunch of money on shit going in people's back pockets.
You know what I think should happen is government, you know, how we work is we get money.
Yes.
And then we have to budget around that. You know what I'm saying? So you get some income and then you have to run your budget around your income. I think government should start learning to do that.
Yes. J Ham, keep the masses fed and entertained and they will do whatever you want.
Facts.
Dude. The Romans, they taught a lot of lessons. But if I remember correctly, we were just having this conversation yesterday. When people are fed up by what is going on around them, things take a beating. I don't want it to come to that, but I fear there is not going to be another option. So I am very glad to be friends with you on this side.
Oh, yeah.
You know, many people like you. We've got a lot of them here. Progman does say Canada is brimming with commies. They do not value their freedom. They have never had the wolf bang at the door like us Brits and Americans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard because things have been handed to you. Once again, when you have some things that you take for granted, you do not even understand or see what's happening around you. Dominion After Dark, I'm so glad you were in. I saw you pop in a little bit ago, but I'm very behind, as you can see. Is it okay to put Anton's firm and juicy meat between your buns from King of Biltong at Biltong USA? Use the code that is like the sound pirates make. Arr. At checkout. That is awesome. Dude, I need to make you a mod on here. That is beyond. I want that pinned. I can pin that. I can pin. How do I do that? That's pretty awesome. Thank you for that comment, Dominion. That is incredible. Why that mattered so much. It didn't pin. Come, we need to pin.
I laughed at Branca.
Yes.
That it got a Dominion comment and he had no idea what it was about.
Your video was hilarious. That's where we saw it. I showed it to you that Dominion put a link in one of the our videos.
Yes.
And that was awesome.
Branco was like, wow, you guys are weird.
Wow. But yes, code RRR for 10% off of your Biltong purchases on BiltongUSA.com. So definitely check it out. Aren't cysts benign? Hey, have that conversation, guys. Yes and no. I'm sure some things are. Sorry, I'm trying to. Yeah, you see why I'm struggling?
Okay.
Yes,
wow.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm behind. Lincoln instituted the first income tax during Civil War. Okay, it was Civil War. And while it was temporary, what it did was set the precedent. Yes, that's what normally happens. As soon as you start something, isn't that what they do with the court cases as well?
Yep.
As soon as you set a precedent, that's what you follow.
Yep, and I think the Supreme Court has deemed the Social Security payments as taxes, not welfare. It's a tax.
It is
just
a tax.
As FYI,
it is a tax.
yes.
So get rid of the tax. Good morning, Salty. Good morning to you. Hello.
Good morning.
Glad
good morning.
you joined us. You are a little late, but we are running late, so we've been having some fun with everybody. I don't want to talk about your masseuse, man. We don't even use that term. They call themselves massage therapists to not be confused for prior.
Yes, because
jobs.
masseuse might include happy endings.
He is talking about rubbing the wrong way. Just because they instituted it into law doesn't mean that it's not cheating the system. You know, Sigil, not arguing, but once again, the laws have to be changed. So there's a big push here in Texas. I saw the other day that they are trying to get rid of lobbying, tax paid lobbying. I didn't even know that was a thing. I feel like there's so much I am naive on that I just don't know exists. I didn't even know that we are literally paying for other companies to hurt us. That's awesome.
Yes. But it's always, it's the strangest thing, man.
And that is because us people, we work, we have things to do, we have bills to pay, we have family to raise. And, you know, there's like 1,000 different things thrown at us at once, including lovely devices, which are quite the distraction. To keep up with what's going on in your local or your state government is very difficult.
Yeah.
It's a little easier on the national side with the president elections because it is once every 4 years, but man, when it comes to those local elections, they are twice a year. So there's a lot of different things going on. It's one in spring, one in fall for us at least. I don't know what everybody falls at, if it's the same or not, but that state and local, keep an eye out because there's always something going on.
Yep.
And it'll take a lot of work to reverse a lot of things that have started. So hopefully we can get some of that done in the states, but do not let it be diluted by those who move to these states that are not having said hi Texas.
Yes.
And you know, Andy Pearson, Lincoln's
on the
I know, I'm sorry. Lincoln's income tax was found to be unconstitutional by SCOTUS, so the progressive pushed for the 16th Amendment, removing our right to exchange labor for a wage. There we go. So 16th Amendment. That's the other problem is when we alter things that should not be altered, i.e. amendments. That's a problem. Smash the thumbs up. Thanks, Salty. Yeah, smash the thumbs up, repost, all those awesome things that we can do.
Yeah, hit the like, do a repost, follow the channel, share if you dare.
Share if you dare. Jayham, we had a school board member who ran a counseling service who regularly pushed agenda for district to have more contracted counseling programs. No, it's ridiculous. You know,
always the buddies, man.
Don't get me started on counseling. Can we just go back to, you know, music as our way of therapy, please? And by the way, if you use these things, if they work, and if you can pick stuff up and go outside, preferably in the sun, you won't need said counseling. When you get those endorphins going, your body does a lot for you. We are made as incredible creatures. Just ask all of the dogs and cats and cows and goats and any other type of animal that has counseling if it is necessary.
You know.
Sorry. Goats maybe, because they do yoga last I checked.
Yes.
That's about it.
Yes, yoga goat.
Unpopular opinion. Only landowners should vote. Even
I agree.
More unpopular opinion. Single person from a household should vote.
Yes.
Okay? And I don't care if it's male or female. I think that women, and I am one of them, highly emotional creatures. Very difficult to break the emotions and facts from each other. So for the most part, it's a volatile person that could be voting if left to their own devices. And I think...
Well, you know, if you take, I think more than half of women like over 35 now are single and childless.
And that's scary. That means they have no ties to life. Well, what are they going to do? I mean, what is
the
your
problem
role in
is
life
now,
when that happens?
so you know, when you get to a certain age and you're like, well, I'm going to fucking die alone and who's going to look after me? So you want more social, like socialism in place. So, you know, daddy government can watch out for you.
Yep.
Not good.
It's very, very hard. I would apply for 4, cheaper than buying band members. Remove the fraud. That would require breaking out the skin color swatches, and most people aren't ready. Oh, dude, we'll leave that one. I know you're not wrong in your statement, but it's a hard one to have. It is a hard one to have. And, the biggest thing that people forget is where things actually started. I see you guys mentioning slaves by different areas, Greeks, Romans, all of the old nations or civilizations.
Yes.
All of the old civilizations did have slaves in some form. And there are some still to this day. If you don't know about the slaves that are here, maybe look that up because it's not here in the United States.
Yeah.
It's not in any first world countries,
Yes.
last I
Not
checked.
in the
Well,
West.
I shouldn't say that because there's some very interesting things happening in interesting places, but it should not be in the West. It is not accepted in the West. So it's still happening, though, in the world to this day. But yes, I got the kids today, just got home. Awesome. Have a good day. Have a good day. Hey, look at that. We've got Neuro popping in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Put Anton's
Good morning.
meat in your mouth and buy some biltong from the king of biltong at biltongusa.com. Use code RRR for 10% off. Otherwise,
someone complained about that message of him.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who complained?
I don't know. They weren't in on the joke, I guess.
Oh, I didn't see that. Was it now or
No, not now.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the
Because I am
streams.
scrolling super fast to try to catch up. Apparently, you and I have been talking way too much.
Yes.
Bright Gaming, good morning from
Good morning, Bright.
Canada. I'm sure you said your awesome statement, which I love. I'm sorry if I'm skipping through everybody's comments. I don't mean to. Copium, thank you for the Rumble rant. Who wouldn't tax you? Copium Poppies. That's who. So out of gratitude, you can buy our merch at copiumpoppies.com /pages/store. Is that better? Yes. Check out Copium Poppies. They are pretty awesome. I still like Obsequium. I like that song. It is awesome. I've got Spaz out. Hello, Spaz.
Hey, Spaz, that's been a minute.
I know. I'm not sure if I'm missing anybody, so please forgive me if I do not say your name. I really tried. Look at that. I got to the end.
Okay.
Because I skipped a lot. Sorry,
Yes.
everybody. Taxation and prison labor is slavery. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
White
We are
slaves.
going to have to go ahead and wrap up. We are at 9:36 in the morning.
Wow.
I know.
That went quick. I've
You
got
had
about
no
a
clue.
ton of meat to go pack away. So
We got we got meat to play with. We've got cleaning to do. We've got biltong to make soon.
yes.
Fun times ahead. And just as an FYI, this is a very interesting week for us here in this area. It is the Jim Bowie Days, and it's the 60th anniversary, which is kind of cool, on the 250th anniversary of the United States. So
Yeah, we got rodeo.
neat.
We got
It's neat. We've got some stuff going on.
parades.
Going
and-
to take the kids on some adventures and join in on the local activities. So I'm very excited
Yes.
about that. You've never been to a rodeo, right?
No, I've been to
You've been, Fort Worth?
Fort Worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Small town rodeo is probably going to hit a little bit better.
Yes,
I
probably.
think.
Probably.
So we're going to
That
take the
did
kids.
seem a little commercialized, you know.
Very. And now I heard it's been all bought up, the stockyards, but
Oh yeah.
that
I heard
is that is
Oh.
capitalism at times. This should be a lot of fun, and the kids will get to learn something new. And we are actually joining in on the parade. So I'm very excited about that. That's going to be an entertaining.
That is her thing. I'm just dragged along.
He's along for the ride. I'm gonna grab the trailer pulled by the tractor so I can hold his lip on it while we drive.
Yeah.
But all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on this awesome Wednesday. I hope you have a productive day. I'm going to find somebody to raid unless my awesome Neuro is still close by and has somebody, or if anybody else does, please drop a
Yeah,
name.
if you've got
I
a
would
raid
love,
for us, we're
Bright,
happy
if you-
to
if
pass
you're-
around the love.
Yeah, if you're on
What?
Dominion, lay your hands on Anton's firm and juicy meat from King of Biltong at Biltong USA. Use code RRR. I'm gonna now. I can't
Yes.
forget that R.
Arr. Yes.
I love it. Stop it, Jody. We're not on that topic at the moment. All right, let me see who is on. This is where it's exceptionally hard to see, and I got to change it. We've got Patriot Mike. We've got. So that is. Now I want to go here, and then
Let's
I want to go
see.
here.
Let's see who's
And
live.
then I want to go here. That is so hard.
Yes.
Why is there not a live button on the
Yes.
left? Rumble, live button on left for quick access. Okay,
Let's see
it's
what
kinda
we got.
Stupid. Oh, stupid.
So we got Patriot Mike
Yes.
or
Or
who
I
else we
don't-
got?
unfortunately, it shows the highest rating. Doesn't necessarily mean it's anybody we know. And there's, like 30 plus pages of people who are alive right now.
Oh,
Did you know that?
That's a lot.
It's a lot to go through. And of course, this is, like I say, the highest rated, highest views. So I'm not cool enough to be on the highest views.
You can.
See, but I like the smaller guys. I like someone
Yes.
who's.
So give me my phone. Let me see if anybody who we follow is live.
All right.
We just go see.
By the way, one of our awesome friends tried our pork bangers yesterday, and they said it was phenomenal. Just in case you didn't know.
We got Patriot Mike.
Like I say, if you guys have anybody, please do. Jody breaks the chain. Oh, I love it. You guys are nonsense. Copium, quit stealing the chat.
I mean,
otherwise, I'm going to jump to Patriot Mike.
Go hit Patriot Mike.
Okay, it's taking me too long.
Yeah, Patriot Mike.
I should be better.
None of the other guys we follow. I try, you know, if we follow someone follows us.
It's not showing anybody that I follow, and mine's pretty close. I try to replicate what you have. I really do.
Yeah, hit Mike. And then maybe next time we can try and get his address right so we can get him some biltong.
I've already updated it. Guys, okay. There's this wonderful thing called UPS. If the address is incorrectly, it will auto update to something that's
closest matching without telling you.
Yes. And if you don't know said person's address personally, you may not even notice it.
Yeah, what was the city was actually 2 words with a hyphen.
Yes.
And we got given the city in 1 word. So I just updated to some other place.
And this is an auto update. It's a forced update. You know those AI things we just spoke about? I cannot fix it. I wish I could, and I wish I knew to check it, but it happens behind the scenes, so I don't even see the change.
we don't see anything. It just pops up with an address.
There's not a warning. There's not an update. There's nothing. It's just this. It just changes the system. I go and print the paper. It looks the same because it's already changed.
Yes.
So I didn't even notice, and I feel so bad. So Mr. Patriot Mike, I was supposed to send a meat like a month ago. Somebody got it.
Yeah, somebody got it.
Somebody got it. Mike didn't get it.
No, what
I'm
we
glad
normally
he told
do
us
when
because I didn't know.
send, normally what we do is when we send someone biltong for the first time, we first send them the first batch.
Yeah.
Let them try it.
See if they
because
like
it's not everybody's cup of tea. No. And I'm fine with that. If they agree that they like it, this is something they'll eat, then we'll start working with them.
Yes.
So there's a reason there's some people we don't work with. Like they either don't have interest in getting the product or they don't like it.
Yeah, we have been told no, that they don't want it. And that's also okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know?
But I can't work with you because I'm not paying you for ads. I'm paying you because it's something, you know, I think it's more believable if you believe in what you are.
And that is the biggest thing.
pushing.
We actually find it as beneficial for our health and would like to share this with other people.
Yes, absolutely.
So, all right, everybody, we can have a longer chat another day. I hope you have an awesome rest of your Wednesday. Like I say, stay productive, do something awesome, and like, share, repost, and follow. Did I hit them all?
Yeah, that's all of it.
All right.
BiltonUSA.com if you want to buy anything.
R. 3 R's. R.